Bloom News Brief. More info at fullandbloom.com. Guitar World magazine recently published an interview with White Lion's Vito Bratta, where the guitarist named 11 guitar players who helped shape his sound. A link to the entire list can be found in the description. This is a bonus clip on Vito's thoughts of Jimmy Page. To hear Vito's thoughts on Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, KK Downing, and Yngwie Malmsteen, visit our mothership YouTube channel, Full and Bloom. A link to the video clip can be found in the description. On Jimmy Page, Vito said, "The number one influence of my life is hands down Jimmy Page. When I heard this guy play guitar, man, it was like everything hit me all at once. But I remember being especially enamored with how Page mixed the acoustic parts with the electric. His phrasing was unlike anything I've ever heard in rock music, period. Listen back to the song Remains the Same and tell me who was doing that. No one was. So many people played either acoustic or electric by themselves, but the way he combined them was otherworldly. It's like, wow, here's Jimmy Page putting them together in ways I've never heard before. And honestly, my little brain at the time couldn't fathom it. Page is what led me down new paths. And even though we probably couldn't afford it, and I probably didn't deserve it, my dad got me a Les Paul Sunburst. While you probably don't hear it in my playing on the surface, Jimmy Page is what carried me through White Lion and even into today. I've got a Les Paul Black Beauty that I play all the time. It's light and easy to handle, but it's inspired by Page. Jimmy's cool factor and his solos inspired me to do what I wanted to do and do it the way I wanted to do it, rather than how people were telling me to. Without him, I don't know where I'd be. I took every single thing I could from Jimmy Page, but I was smart enough not to take one important thing, the violin bow. I knew well enough to know that the bow was only for Jimmy. Only he could make sounds that we'd understand with that thing. So my message to others is, don't use a violin bow on guitar. Don't do that. That was not a gift from Jimmy. I don't want to use the word gimmick, but it's whatever it is. A link to the entire feature can be found in the description. More news at fullandbloom.com.